I'm going to tell you why you're probably feeling emotionally distant from your kid and how that's leading to increased tension, breakdowns in trust and communication, and overall just feeling ineffective as a parent. I want to talk about something that gets really overlooked in our relationships in general, but I think more often than not in our relationship with our kids. It's repair. Repair is such a vital aspect of building healthy and communicative relationships, of building that trust and supporting and maintaining connections. So let's dive into a little bit about what repair is and how it's effective in our relationships. So, what is repair? Repair is addressing and mending the emotional disconnection that happens after a conflict or a misunderstanding. It's apologizing, taking accountability for our actions, and then taking steps to move forward in the relationship or repair the relationship. If we think about it, this is such a vital part of our adult relationships. If you have a partner or if you have a close friend, there's a misunderstanding or a blowout or a conflict, you coming back to them and saying, "Hey, I'm sorry I did that," or "I own up to this. Here's the steps we can take to make sure this doesn't happen again," or "Here's what we can do to move forward." That is a vital tool in creating connected and communicative relationships. So, why don't we use it with our kids? And maybe you can reflect back to your own parents because a lot of times when I ask, adults that I worked with or parents of teens that I work with, did your parents ever come up to you and repair or apologize for anything? A lot of times they say no. They can't think of one time where their parent ever apologized or acknowledged how they impacted their feelings or just tried to repair a connection in some way. And what kind of impact would that have had on your relationship with your parents? How would that have changed your emotional connection to them or your perspective of them? And I think, now what blocks parents might be one of two things. One is the power dynamic of parent and child. So parents thinking, I don't have to stoop down to their level and apologize to them or repair with them. I'm always right. I'm the parent. They pissed me off. That's why I behave this way, right? Like pawning it off on your kids and not owning your emotional reactions. A lot of times that could get in the way. And other times, it's this pressure as parents that we put on ourselves to always have it together, to be emotionally put together, never make mistakes, always know what we're doing. So when we do blow up, when we do say something that could potentially hurt our kids, we feel immense guilt or even sometimes shame around it. And we don't approach our kids to repair because we don't want to feel those feelings. In reality, though, guilt is not a bad emotion. It's an emotion like any other that's communicating to us. And what it's communicating is, okay, I did something here that wasn't right. It wasn't in line with my values, which is telling you to take action, right? And that action would be repair. And think about what we're modeling for our kids when we do this. Think about the effect that's going to have on their future relationships if we're the ones modeling to them, okay, when someone messes up, you own it and then you try to take steps to make sure it doesn't happen again or reconnect the relationship, that is going to have such a huge impact on their future connections. And it has a ripple effect in your own relationship with them. If you're owning up to your feelings and modeling that you're a human, you're not just a parent, you don't need to be a perfect parent, you're a human being that makes mistakes, and you're modeling that to them, that is going to improve your emotional connection with them, which then builds trust, it builds communication, it builds cooperation and just makes you feel overall more effective as a parent. So, what can we do to repair with our kid after a misunderstanding or a conflict? Well, first, calm yourself down, right? Getting calm, getting to a better headspace, that's the first step. So then you can approach them from a better mindset than you were previously. And then we're apologizing. So saying, "I'm sorry that that happened," or "I regret that. I feel bad about the way things happened." And then you are taking accountability for your contribution to it. So, "I'm sorry I yelled," right? Think about how it made them feel. "I'm sorry I yelled. That must have made you feel really scared," right? Either way, you're taking ownership of how you contributed to the situation or how you played a part in this situation. And then listening to them. What do they have to say? How do they feel? Hear them out. What do they think they need for repair? And then that's when you make amends. So find ways to reconnect after that disconnecting moment. And maybe that's just having fun together, doing something together. Maybe they need a little bit of space, and that's okay too. I've witnessed a lot of consequences when parents don't repair with their kids. they start to feel like, okay, my parents think that they're always right, or that my feelings don't matter, or they don't care. And that eventually leads to a buildup of a lot of unresolved feelings, which creates that emotional disconnection and is definitely going to lead to increased conflict, but also a diminishing of trust. They just feel like they can't rely on you and you don't really care about how they feel. So why would they open up to you? On the flip side, when you do repair, it increases that emotional bond. They realize that your relationship can withstand conflict and you can still care about them. You're still going to be there and you're reliable and dependable because you're going to own up to your mistakes, which increases trust. And also, of course, as I said earlier, you're modeling appropriate behavior for them. And that's going to have a big ripple effect in their own personal lives as well. I hope this video showed you what a powerful tool repair can be, not only in your relationship with your kids, but your relationships in general. It's not about being perfect, it's about being able to acknowledge what went wrong and being willing to work on it. Give it a try and let me know how it goes in the comments, or let me know your general thoughts on repair in the comments. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked this video. Please be sure to like and subscribe for some more videos on parenting tips, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.